We back.
Well, well. What's up, everybody?
What's happening? We got to do another episode.
Oh my gosh.
Number 2.
2 in a row.
We made it.
Yo, we stay on CPT.
Yeah, it happens.
It's a must.
You know, if I was doing this full time, it'd be less of a problem.
Hey, man, we got other,
For sure.
Yeah.
other
Yeah.
things.
But here we
commitments. What's this, episode 2? Down bad.
Down bad. Down bad. That's what's
Struggle
going
bus
on.
returns.
Bruh. What'd you say?
The struggle
The
bus
struggle,
returns.
the revenge of the struggle bus. struggle bus.
Talking about you.
Will we have a week where there is no struggle bus?
I feel like if everything went right, I'd be a little nervous.
Yeah.
Something got to go bad.
Right. Got to.
It'll get good one day.
I mean, I
When
think
you're
it's good
confident.
now.
Well,
We doing
I
good.
tell you this, we've been consistent.
Yeah. It's like
There's been a level of consistency. I'll
if you
give
start
you that.
at the bottom, you can't do nothing but go up.
Big facts.
So you appreciate the bad times. If you have bad times, you appreciate the good times more. So I'm happy with it.
Agreed.
You know what I'm saying? But what's really good though, man? How everybody doing today?
Today,
I'm doing
pretty
good. Can't complain.
How's your week been?
It's been good since I quit my job. It's been good.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What have you
gotten
been up to?
everything Cleaning, decluttering, working on my Halloween costume.
What are you gonna be for Halloween?
Oh man.
I'm gonna be a Pennywise.
Oh shit.
But
So-
I can't find like a sexy like fitting costume because I am a little taller, so I can't find anything.
She-Hulk. She-Hulk.
I can't get into it.
In the lawyer
Maybe
form.
next year.
Maybe next year.
Are
Can
you
we
up?
can we sit here for a second?
What's up?
What the fuck is the fascination with adults dressing up for Halloween? It's like so many adults look forward to this, and it is just the
So
most tired. Boy, I'm not walking around nobody block asking for no fucking candy,
It's
and I'm
I
not
don't-
going to no fucking Halloween party.
Come on,
you
man.
sound like a bitter
Well,
ass
let me
old
tell
man.
you.
Right.
I am.
Come on, man.
No, I used
You
to
what,
be
what,
like
what do you
that.
dress up for Halloween as, Chris?
A werewolf just about every year, but this year I got a mask. I wear it every year. But no, my daughter, she want me to dress up as Bruno this year because she's dressing up as one of the girl that could hear well.
Yeah.
Superhero
Oh.
girl. Yeah. So she want
You know what? I dig the family cosplay thing.
me to, yeah, right.
I
Yeah,
can get
that's
with-
what
I
we
can get
do.
with
We
that. Okay.
do a lot of family costs.
Okay, I can get it. I can get behind that.
Yeah.
I can get behind it. If it ain't synchronized, I'm not with it though.
So Nate, you gonna have one of your sons with the raincoat on, with the yellow raincoat and the boots?
I said I wanted to be. I always want to be scary because I love scary movies, like on the DL. But you pay a thing over there. So he's gonna be Georgie. He volunteered to be Georgie.
Oh, Jordan, huh?
My son wants to be Sonic EXE. No, please. Oh my god. So
You're like, get it right, mom.
Right.
So we're gonna do a bloody costume of, I don't know. I love how my kids like want to dress up, but now that I do it, it encourages them to go away.
What's the difference between Halloween and cosplay?
There isn't a difference, I think, because like I want to get into cosplay and I'm working on it. That it kind of like motivates me to get dressed up with them. I don't know if that makes sense.
The warm up. It's the warm up.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. I can dig that. I
Any
can get behind that.
opportunity to dress up now, I do it.
What about you, girl? I mean, you ain't got no more the helmets. And
So
everything
listen.
left? Come on now.
This tire around my waist says no to spandex from here on out.
man.
There is no more
I can
spandex.
dig that.
I got nothing for you.
You
No,
not doing Power Ranger no more?
I did the last cosplay I did was Miles Morales. Well, not cosplay, it was Halloween. I'm gonna tell you, for me, the difference between Halloween and cosplay is Halloween is on Halloween and everything else is cosplay. So my son did Miles Morales, Spider-Man, right? and I dressed up as his cop dad from Into the Spider-Verse. So
That's
you know,
pretty cool.
it was a good time.
That's
But you
pretty
know, we didn't go nowhere. We took some pictures, posted on Facebook, and answered the
I
door and
remember
let
that. I
you know
remember that.
people rate our candy bowl.
Oh, word.
Yeah, I haven't done it since. That had to be like 2 years ago. I don't like it. I'm not wasting my money on something I'm gonna wear one time. I don't know. Even when I cosplayed, if you want to call it cosplaying, right? I didn't like the attention. I didn't like people coming up to me asking me for pictures and wanting to me to do poses and stuff and you know, all this Power Ranger stuff. Like,
yeah.
nah, man. I'm
Morphin'
old.
time, baby.
My bones crack when I do that now. I might have arthritis in my foot when I'm like trying to do a pose. I'm not, you know. So they cheesing and I'm posing and I'm grimacing underneath the mask. You know what I'm saying? It's like it's real. So no more dressing up and podcast. I mean, not cosplaying for me.
Well, that's why I said
Wow.
I always was a wolf. 'Cause that's pretty much it's an easy thing to do. Just put on a mask, put on some regular clothes, and scare kids all night. You know.
Bro had the same
Gets
wolf
them every
costume since
time.
like 07.
Yeah, same one. Exactly.
Werewolf by night.
Yes. That was
Bro
pretty
had
good.
the same
too,
one
though.
every year. Nah. Hey,
So-
I dressed
You don't dress up?
me?
Yeah, you.
I dressed up for the first time last year. I was a scarecrow. Like a evil looking scarecrow.
Yeah.
I got it from the little costume place. It was like $50. I went to a party and it was cool. It was all right. I was sweating under the damn thing the whole time. But that was the first time I had rocked a costume since I was about 9.
Yeah.
So yeah, it's been like 30 years since I dressed up for Halloween.
Hey, so listen, guys. If you are going to join in on the chat, the place to join the chat is on our Twitch channel at Commonwealth Pod. So join us on Twitch at Commonwealth Pod. Really hard for us to see all 9 of the Facebook accounts that we are streaming to.
Facts.
So you know we'll do our best, but you know that's where the big stream chat back and forth will be. It will be on Twitch.
That's what
So
I'm at.
feel free to join on Twitch. Follow us, and we can see your comments, and we can kind of go back and forth. Yeah.
Yeah.
So Halloween, getting your costume ready. Chris, how was your week?
Oh, it was cool. You know, went to the doctor for my ribs. They said it's not broken, but you know,
Blessings.
still it feels like it. It still
Did they
hurts.
say it's bruised or anything? Like,
No, I mean, I think that's kind of the route we going. That's how we going. I mean, he treating it like it's broken. You know, he told me to wrap it up, take some ibuprofen, all
Yeah.
that good stuff. But nah, man, that's been kind of messing me up all week. But other than that, man, just trying to get on board with these guys, my Bulls, man. They
Hey. Let's
had
go.
1 up, 2 down. So you know, we had
the
we
Bulls
had
is
2.
basketball, right?
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
The best basketball you'll ever see.
Nah, but yeah, it's been a
My
little
Google
rough for them.
Dolls.
Tennis.
You know.
Hey, that
Yeah.
Cavaliers loss was a little rough, man. I
Yeah,
wasn't
that was a
expecting
little
that. Zach LaVine first game back, and they get toasted. It's cool.
Toasted. Toasted.
It's cool. It's cool.
Yeah.
It's all right. Yo, so the ribs is from playing ball last week?
Well, 2 weeks ago, actually. Now.
Yeah.
It's been 2 weeks, but that's why I know it's probably broken. But yeah, man, I was playing some ball, and you know, I mean, I still got it, but you know, the guy he just was a little too aggressive and gave me a shoulder to the ribs. You know, so it's all good.
He was there for the win.
You was
Yeah,
playing.
he was on some extra shit, man. You know, I thought we was just having fun, but you know, he trying to like knock me into the stands and shit. You know?
So you was in the over 30 league?
I think almost everybody out there was over 30. You know, we was old. It was
And you
old men
still
out
caught
there.
a rib? I mean, caught a
Yeah,
shot to the
man.
rib? You ain't
He
throw
was
it back.
like when he worked out. Yes, he one of them guys at workout. It looks like he was out there dunking during warm ups. So I'm like, come on, man. Like it's not that serious. But he took it that way. So
I mean,
it's like, I gotta get in the gym. Obviously, I gotta go work out. You know.
if you're not there for the win, I'm
Right.
just saying.
I feel like as a parent,
Just
we
want
don't
some
even have
exercise.
to. We don't really have to go to the gym. We got to go get out there and get active.
Yeah.
Anything that we can do to build some endurance, because these kids they're too much.
I
Yeah.
can only imagine. I can
Keep up
only
with these
imagine.
kids, yeah.
Yeah, Steve, you don't go out and hoop or nothing?
Nah, man. I gave up my hoop dreams many years ago. Yeah, I
Mm-hmm.
sucked. I knew I was trash playing basketball when I was like 7th grade. I stole the
Damn, you knew
ball
early.
and I went back and I scored on our goal. I knew then I was booty. I was like, you know what? This hooping life
Oh,
ain't
damn.
for
Oh,
me. Yeah,
that's
because I
the
stole
worst.
it. And I'm like, yo, why ain't nobody after me? I'm thinking I'm going real fast. I'm finna do a layup. I ran down the court, did the layup. They was like, yo, that's the wrong rim, jackass. I was like, you know what?
I've never known anybody personally that's done that until now.
I've done that. Yeah. I did every possible trash thing you could do in basketball. I've done it. I can't
You
dribble.
don't look like you're trash though. Like when I look at you, you look like you might be all right.
I looked the part. Yeah, I'm the dude that come out there looking fresh. I
You
got
don't
on the
look like
brand new
trash.
shorts, the headband, the fresh Nikes. I'm looking like I'm about to be cold. You remember
well, that's the
Marlon
telltale
Wayans from
sign.
Above the Rim? Remember how Marlon Wayans came out there and he was trying to hoop? He was putting the chalk on his hands. He had all of the fresh gear and he was
Oh,
just
yeah.
trash.
That's you, huh?
Yeah,
Oh,
that's
damn.
me. Yeah, I'm trash, bro. I ain't going to
What
hold you.
about you, G?
Basketball?
Terrible.
Is that are we serious right now? You want to talk about hack ass me? Yo, I used to play.
I know Aiden plays sports. I mean, I figured you've been trying to get out there with him a little bit.
So yeah. So
Yeah.
let's talk about it. So
okay,
Aiden was in like a tight end position or something. So don't roast me. I'm trash at football. Okay. So you got, I should call Aiden down here for this. This is bad. So you got wide receivers,
Yes.
right?
Mhm.
And you got
Yeah.
tight ends
Tight ends. Yeah.
that are also running down the field to receive,
Yeah.
correct?
Yes.
So listen, Aiden was playing tight end or something like that.
All right.
And, coach was like, yo, he need to work on his hands. I'm like, got him. So we go to the park. I got the football, and we running drills. I'm like, I want you to run straight out. I want you to go 10 yards out, and I want you to cut left, right? The ball will be there when you get there. So he, fast as he can, he runs out there, and runs to the end. And man, let me tell you, I throw that ball, and it was like, and something pulled in my back so fucking hard.
It was like that.
It was like, I was like, oh man. So
One
look,
and
I tried
done.
to play it off, so I stayed out there and kept throwing him balls as he was running. Listen, it was the most excruciating amount of pain I had ever been in, and that's when I knew I was too old for this shit. I'm not doing this no more. So, the days of pitching and throwing balls to Aiden are over. I value my health and my ability to be able to bend over and tie my shoe. So, yeah, those days are over. So no more sports for me.
No sports.
Yeah,
What about you, Nay? You play any sports, Nay?
Chris got to read the room.
Yeah, really, bro. I was like, oh shit.
Can you hear me?
Yeah,
Yeah.
we can hear you.
Okay,
Nah.
okay, I'm sorry.
Nah, it's good. It's
Yeah,
good. That's on me.
I like to play tennis and I play golf.
Tennis and golf.
That's it.
I'm
pool
trash
should
at
be a
golf.
sport I'm really into. No, I'm really good.
Yeah.
You golf?
Yeah, I love to play golf.
My wife plays golf.
I love golf.
She loves playing golf. I don't know that she plays golf, but I seen her with the little polo on and the khakis tight on her ass, and
You
she was
been
out
a
there
whole
doing
creep.
it, huh?
You was
It's
out there
fun.
I had a crush on her. And tight ass pants and a
like, you
polo.
was out there, huh? Look, you weren't paying attention.
No, I was looking
nothing.
at pictures. This
And
is
she's
from when
pretty cute.
back in the day.
Look, Ari, let's go.
Already a cutie.
Chat blowing up right now.
Nah, I'm gonna tell you, I didn't respect golf until I went to Top Golf. I went on a date like a year and a half ago,
Yeah.
and I go to Top Golf. I'm like, it's cool. I put on my boots. I got on a fedora. I'm thinking I'm clean as hell. So I go to Top Golf and I try to swing. And you know that lower back pain you were talking about earlier?
Yeah.
Yeah, I had the same thing.
See,
But I
man.
had to play it off though because she was looking at me.
Big facts.
So I kind of swung And then I kind of like did that little step like I was hopping off, but really my back got sore. It almost tightened up. I was like, fam. I was like, yo.
Wait, you did the bunny hop off like, yeah, got it. But you was really like stiff.
I was really stiff. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. I was like, yeah. I'm going to take a chill for me. I was like, let's go get a drink or something because I was done, bro.
That's hilarious.
Moment, yeah. I used to wonder how golfers got hurt. I was like, why Tiger Woods getting surgery? He a golfer. Yeah, that night at Top Golf, I totally understood why he gets surgery.
That is hilarious.
Back and all that, yeah. I totally respect golf. That shit is not easy.
No, it's not.
It's not.
No,
So-
not easy at all.
So, Steve, tell me about your week, man.
Bruh. Week was crazy, man. What happened? Work was stressful. I don't want to get into that. The main highlight of my week is how to get a tooth removed, bro. Yeah, it sucked. I think I cried the night before because I thought when they took it out, it was gonna be real obvious. I was real scared. But so when you get a tooth taken out, they had me awake the whole time. So they pretty much numbed my mouth with that big. It's not really a big needle, but they numbed it, and then the guy cut the tendons with like a X-Acto knife. He cut the tendons, and then he proceeded to get a hammer and just started knocking the tooth out. Yeah. And then he got some pliers, some glorified pliers, and then he yanked it out. And then you know what was funny? While they was doing all the prep work, the numbness started wearing off. So I started shaking in the chair and convulsing like I was in a horror movie. Yeah, it was crazy.
It sounds like a horror movie.
Yeah, it took about 4 hours.
This is in Nate's bag. Nate's sitting here like, yes.
It was blood everywhere. I'm spitting out blood all on the side of my mouth, and then I could tell the blood is in my mouth because it don't feel like saliva. So my mouth is full of blood. I'm trying to say stuff.
And it was sticky.
Yeah, it was sticky.
Oh
it was
my
terrible.
God.
Yeah, it was
That
terrible.
sounds horrible.
Yeah.
And it tasted nasty. Yeah.
It
I
did.
get you.
Yeah, I feel like a whole van. I felt like what's his name? Morbius.
Ugh.
Yeah, but that was the highlight of my week, getting my tooth knocked out, and now I'm waiting to get an implant or a bridge. We'll see.
I know we were saving it for the podcast, but when I had my teeth pulled out, I had the wisdom teeth pulled out. I broke 2 of the titanium tools.
What?
And then eventually they had to drill them and like cut them up into little pieces, and then they had to pick them all out.
Ooh.
But like you didn't get an infection or anything, right?
Nah, they gave me some antibiotics. So what they did was they gave me a bone from, what's the proper word? A cadaver, right?
Cadaver. See,
Yeah.
they should have given me that because I got pop socket, or well, not pop socket. Fuck. Dry socket. And my dumbass like didn't believe them to not like rinse out, so I rinsed out.
And you
because I
spit
had
the blood,
ordered-
the
I
clogged
spit
blood
the
thing?
blood clot. I spit it out, and I ordered rice. I
Oh, wow.
ordered Chinese food, so my dumbass was also there picking at it, thinking it was rice, and it was my fucking bone.
Holy.
Oh my lord.
Woo.
Yeah.
That's like
And
a
then people
horror
are like,
movie.
Yeah, I don't.
You guys, I'm terrible. And then people are like, drink tequila. I'm like, I hate tequila, but they're like, it's gonna numb you. So then I drank tequila and
Had
I
the
did
time of
everything
her
I
life.
could, everything I could to
Right.
numb, but nothing worked. So then finally I went to the dollar store and got some witch hazel, and I sprayed it in there, and I was good.
Wait,
It's terrible. It was
Witch
terrible.
hazel is used as a numbing agent?
It's
Yeah.
no, it's not as a numbing. It's really good for your teeth when you get your. It's you got to look up the benefits of witch hazel actually, because it's actually a toner as well
Yeah.
for your face.
I use that after
spray
I
it on
shave.
there as soon as I get out of the water, the shower, and it's like my face is, all my pores are open. I spray it on there because it's a good toner.
Huh.
Yeah.
Witch hazel, you got to look it up.
You see how I'm glowing right now?
use it
Witch
too?
hazel. Yeah, after I shave, yeah.
I feel like
Yeah,
white
witch
people
hazel's
when they
good.
learned about cocoa butter.
After you shave,
Like, really?
that's
This
really
is a
good.
thing?
Yeah, after I shave, yeah. Witch hazel, get me on
Dear-
point.
I remember I learned about cocoa butter in Okinawa.
Do tell. Please.
Do you remember Okinawa Anonymous? Like, we used to just go all out over there.
Yes.
The memes on there and shit.
Yes. She's talking about a
Yeah.
Facebook group we was in. And it basically, I don't know. Tell me if other cities have this. I looked for it when I got to Vegas, but essentially it's a Facebook group, and what it has is a anonymous suggestion box through Google. And so anybody can just submit whatever comment or question they got. And people, it was Okinawa Confessions. That's what it was called. And people would put some of the most ratchet shit that they were doing on this little bitty ass island on there. Like, I slept with my wife's best friend in her friend's car, and she came and I mooned her when she was looking out the window or something crazy like that. And I'd be like, yo, this shit is really happening.
I need to see more. Yeah. My dumbass was always in the comments like, oh, that sounds hot.
I feel like that's where I met you, was in the comments of Okinawa.
It was. That's what I honestly, that's where I met Ari first. And like the way that me and Ari bonded was because of it was the baby.
Yeah.
And she was like, my baby is really hairy, and I was like, my baby is really hairy too, dude. Like, I don't know, should I scrub it? Is it gonna fall off? Because when he was born, like, he was really hairy. She was like, please tell me this is gonna go away, and I was like, I hope so. But that's how me and her bonded. Like, we would talk about the babies, so it was like, and that's how we met, was that through that group, I think.
You know what's funny? I'd have been put in there and been like, I'm black and I don't like greens. Like, I just been putting random shit there.
Yeah.
Black blasphemy.
We were way beyond
Ari was
that.
probably in there bitching about me. My husband stinks. He farts in the bed at night.
I wouldn't even post anonymous. I would just post myself. And I had people.
This guy who came over was a whack lay.
Yeah, that's how I found out my husband was cheating at that time, because somebody sent me. Some people were sending in anonymous posts, and the admins had to approve it.
Yeah.
So they didn't approve it. They sent them to me first because I was friends with all of them.
Oh, that's cool, but it sucks.
It does, but like, as soon as I got my messages in, I showed them to my husband at that time. He was like, they're lying. Somebody's fucking with me and blah blah. I'm like, why would somebody be fucking with you? You're lame. So I don't know. Like, that's how I found out. But
I was ratchet out there.
I don't know. I loved it out there. But that group was pretty cool. And did you find a group like that in Vegas?
I don't think I did, and I'm very thankful that I didn't. I think I got too much shit going on to have that much drama around me. Speaking of shit going on, I had a hell of a week.
What's up, man?
Well, I was today years old. Minus 3 days when I was diagnosed with anxiety. Who knew? Right. Who knew? Someone tell me. Do I walk around and emulate the traits of someone with anxiety?
You are really assertive.
Or you want me to lie to you?
No, I want the truth.
You're like, really assertive.
Listen.
Yeah, that's the truth.
Just know.
You're really assertive, and you're really particular.
Yeah.
I definitely have been called a perfectionist.
Drill sergeant.
You are. That true?
Yeah. And I definitely, the assertiveness I can get. The anxiety aspect of it. If any of you motherfuckers knew I had anxiety and didn't tell me, I'm mad at you.
I think
we got words.
You want to listen because anxiety.
No, I would have listened. It was like, yo, bro, listen. I know it's a transition. It's a difficult time. You got a lot going on, bro. Have you thought about going to the doctor to talk to somebody about anxiety? Anxiety.
I thought you recognized that based off other conversations.
No, not at all.
I'm sorry. Go ahead.
No, I'm sorry. Go ahead, Dave.
The thing about a diagnosis is you got to remember it's not forever. The reason they diagnose.
I'm happily diagnosed with anxiety. Happily. Yeah. Let me tell you something. To find out that my insecurities are nestled in a mental health issue and not reality means so much to me. Right?
It does.
Means so much to me. Like, you mean the reason why I'm tripping and freaking out is because my brain is chemically wired this way? Not because I got a reason to trip and freak out?
Yeah.
Oh,
yes.
Well, then I can just never mind that shit and just go all in and not be afraid of anything anymore and not concerned or overly obsessed with the outcome of anything because I can go in. That's why I've been able to accomplish so much shit. So, yeah, I happily welcome the diagnosis. It can stick around
Right.
here.
Well, but then the next steps, eventually you're gonna be like, well, something's got to give. I need to do this. But therapy really helps with that.
I don't know that I want help with my anxiety. I just needed to know that it
Wanna
was
milk it?
there.
Yeah.
You know?
No, what I was saying was like I think based on conversations we had about things we might not necessarily could talk
Exactly.
about right
Yeah,
now.
Chris. Yeah.
Like
get
I
you.
thought you recognized that. You know what I'm saying? And not like I didn't think it was just something we need to bring up. You know what I'm saying?
No, so like I always knew I had a depression. I was talking to a friend this week, and like I was saying, the importance of the label, right?
Yeah,
It means so much because without the label, then there's no reason. You know what I'm saying? The only reason is because I have to, or because I'm supposed to, or because the reasons why I'm doing are validated. Imagine thinking your leg itched, right, all the time, and you didn't know why your leg itched. You'd be like, yo, is it my pants? Is it the detergent? Is it because I'm not putting lotion on after the shower? Is it this? Is it that? You know what I mean? And you'd be frustrated because you're dealing with this issue, and it's always interrupting things you got going on until someone says, oh, your leg itches because, your brain just thinks it itches. And you're like, are you serious? You mean it ain't my pants? You mean it ain't because I don't put on lotion? You mean it ain't because I don't, whatever it is? And to me, that's really empowering. And that was the really interesting thing. When I found out, so the reason why it happened, I had a fucking total meltdown at work, right? You see Ari talking shit in this chat. I had a total meltdown at work. And it was controlled chaos, right? I'm like telling my boss, like, yo, I'm going to resign tomorrow. I can't do it. You laughing? It's so serious.
Nah,
It is serious.
hey, but
Yo.
just let me say something real quick.
What's up?
So I come over, right, and I'm thinking it's something bad. He
during
like,
this
yo,
is all going.
yeah. He like, yo, I'm about to resign. I had some. I'm thinking
We got the production meeting in like 20 minutes.
20 minutes. I'm thinking he fought somebody. I'm like, yo, he must have gotten into it with somebody over the project. I'm thinking it's bad. Yeah, I'm thinking he cursed somebody out. Everything that went total chaos. I'm thinking like, yo, G went and snapped with somebody.
Well, this is the thing that was blowing my mind, right? And this is why I say it's really empowering. Yo, everybody at work was telling me at the internship was like, yo, you're doing amazing. You're doing great. And I'm like, but I fucked this up and I messed this up and I did this. And I'm hyper focused on all of the things that I didn't get right and the things that I'm growing into, right? Whereas everybody else in the organization is just looking at all the things that I've been able to accomplish in the time that I've been there. And in my brain, I was like, none of that shit means anything. The only thing that means something is all this shit I fucked up, right? So I'm in my brain like, yo, I'm wasting my time with this internship. So I really wasn't going to go into all of this, but I was like, I need to pivot and do something different. You know what I mean? I need to put my time and energy somewhere else because this isn't going to end up the way I thought it was. And lo and behold, my boss is booking me, a trip out to Bristol. And I'm like, hey, you might want to like chill on that. I don't think it's a good idea for you to book that. Just so you know, I actually planned on giving you a letter of resignation, a withdrawal from the program tomorrow. And she called and we talked about it. We talked for like a good hour and a half. And I really felt like we really understood each other when we had the conversation, But she was saying the same thing. Like, yo, I don't understand. I don't see you the way you see you, So it wasn't till the next day, because I thought about this all night, obviously. This is a big deal, right? You don't get picked up by the Walt Disney Company or ESPN and be like, you know what? I think I should go. You know what I mean? Like it was really like that. And she had said this comment like, it's such a shame because I know that you can do such great things here, right? Yeah. And so I hit my chief up. I hit Chief Valdez up. And I'm like, hey, Chief, I know me and you are alike. We got the same kind of mentality, perfectionist, gung ho. You know what I mean? Like got to get everything right. Read your email 6 times before you send it type shit. And he he was like, yo, brother, I'm gonna send you a picture. And he sent me this meme, and the meme was a breakdown of people with high functioning anxiety and all of the traits that associate it. And when I read this, it said, okay, on the outside, high functioning, what is it? The signs of high functioning anxiety. On the outside, hardworking, detail oriented, high achieving, ambitious, perfectionist, organized, well prepared, calm, does well under pressure. Except for the calm shit, I mean, that's literally me, right? On the inside, overthinking, overwhelmed, burnt out, trouble saying no, need to be busy, unrealistic expectations, people pleasing, fear of failure, and self-doubt. I was living every one of those words, right? And when I read that, like, I've been diagnosed with depression. You know what I mean? I've had depression for years. And that's no big deal to me now. Like I've learned to live with it. It gets the better of me some days. But this anxiety shit, I have been walking around with this for so long and had no clue. I literally cried when I was reading this. I'm like, this is it? This is the reason why I've been feeling this way? And
it's crazy. It describes you to the dot.
Yeah, that's what my wife said. My wife said
And
the
that's
same.
why I did the same thing. Like, I will take tests. I will talk to people, like random therapists and stuff, and they'll do the same thing. They'll do the rundown, and I'll literally sit there and cry after I haven't even really talked to them, told them my past. Because you know how we talked about how we're adopted and everything?
Yeah.
Like, I've told them my past and everything. They'll tell me exactly, like, how I am. And I cry too, because I'm like, this is crazy.
Yeah,
like,
for
it's
me,
not fake. This is real.
For me, it gave me a validation, right? That I'm kind of predisposed to feeling this way under these circumstances, but there's no weight to it. There's no value behind it. It's only as important or as impactful as I allow it to be, right? So, like, for instance, if I'm freaking out about something, or I'm like in my mind about something, like, oh, I got to get this right. Now I could be like, oh, that's just the anxiety stirring up. Just relax. And I can do that because I have that now. And that piece is really important. Steve, you looking at me like you got some shit you got to say.
I posted this. Was it yesterday? That just because you have a mental illness, it doesn't give you the right to treat people like a piece of shit. Like shit, you know?
Do I treat y'all like shit? Do I treat y'all like a piece of shit?
No.
I'm so
That's
sorry.
I just posted that the other day.
Chris,
That's really funny. No, it's really funny that I posted that because we didn't know that you were diagnosed with this. And so I appreciate...
You could just tell me to my face, Nay.
No, I appreciate you, and I think most of us appreciate you admitting this and, like, taking a handle on it. I don't know.
I wouldn't say that. Like, I don't have a handle. That's something I'm going to learn.
No, this is where, after the diagnosis, you obviously do recognize that you have this now. So you're going to eventually start looking for ways to be better, to beat it.
Oh, yeah, for sure.
Overcome it. You know what I mean?
For sure.
So that's what I mean. Like, some people take it as an excuse. They're like, no, I'm depressed. I'm just going to go to sleep. Fuck y'all. I'm not going to do this. Because I have depression. I have PTSD. I have anxiety. I have a lot of problems. But, like, imagine if I was, like, feeling like shit one day and be like, no, you guys, I'm not going to do the podcast today. Like, that would be, like, really shitty. So, like, I've had years of therapy, so I know that I need to, like, take initiative now. And I'll get it over with. But I appreciate you sharing this with us, and I know that you want to be better. So eventually, it helps. It helps to get a diagnosis.
Real talk. Chris, you was about to say something?
Yeah, and I was gonna say, I think it's ever since I was a kid, I always looked at the things I thought was like kind of unique, but then I also had a feeling like, I think most people probably think like this, like I can't be special like with this, like, but as I got older, some of the things I think of and kind of maybe is a little unique to myself, right? But I think it's like levels to it though, right? So I think from my experience speaking with people, I think we all deal with some level of anxiety, some level of depression, whatnot. But like you said, it's just how you gonna handle it going forward once you come to that realization that that's
Right.
what you have or get diagnosed with it, right? And so I just think it's great that you had that moment, right, where you coming into yourself as far as okay, this is what's going on, this is why I'm feeling the way I'm feeling, and I think you're a mature enough person to handle it the right way, and say, all right, these are the things I need to work on myself, as far as like when I'm having these feelings, like don't let it get me out of character or whatever the case
Right.
may be. You know what I'm saying? And just move forward like that. I think we all can treat each other better, regardless if it's anxiety or whatever. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
So, I think
The goal is to figure out how to be better
recognize that
people
that's
and be
something,
better
yeah,
people
that
as a person.
yeah.
Guys, I
Anything
think
for
I got this
yourself.
all wrong. I really think I have this all wrong, right? So like
Mm,
I don't feel like I need anyone to treat me differently or that I need to treat anyone differently
yes.
because of what it's just
Right.
it just gives context, right?
Mhm. Right.
And the
Exactly.
context that I get from the diagnosis validates that there really is no other issue other than the diagnosis for me, right? So
you,
it's
yeah.
in
Mhm.
my mind, it's empowering because I think about like, oh, if that's the only reason I'm tripping, then I can just disregard tripping, and that's more energy I can put towards whatever I'm going after. Imagine being in your mind, having all these things you want to achieve,
Like, why am
and
I
your
like this? Why is this happening?
insecurities.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Your insecurities, your fear of failure, your worry over image, your worry over what everybody else thinks, that gets in the way, right? Now, for a normal person, they may think that's a reason, right? That, those are valid reasons for why they shouldn't. And
Right.
for me, it's never been an issue, but it's been one as of late, right? You know what I mean? I've always just gone for it and did whatever I needed to do, like run on stage, rap in front of people, whatever, all sorts of things. So the crippling anxiety that came about was a very drastic turn from what I'm known to be doing. So I guess what I'm saying is that for me to have now this thing that's over here that says, oh, this is why you feel this way, I'm like, oh,
It's
well,
like
cool.
a relief, right?
It is a relief, right? But it's
now
also
you're like, okay,
empowering
now I
because I
get
could
it.
be like, fuck that shit, I'm just gonna go then. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like,
Yeah.
and to me, that's the cool part.
That's so funny because I'm the same way. I was diagnosed when I was 15. And so I've always been like, okay, so I'm not crazy. There's nothing really wrong with me. It's not something that I did wrong. And so I'm just going to be myself. This is who I am now. So a lot of people now, like, everybody's like, they will tell you Nay is like the downest chick because I'll do a lot of like, I'll do a lot of crazy shit and stuff. But that's who I am. And I don't make excuses for it. Like, people will be like, you're crazy. And then I'll be like, no, I'm not crazy. Like, there's things going on with me. But it's like, you just learn how to embrace it and it becomes a part of you. And I'm always going to be striving to be a better person. Always. If people give me feedback, if people tell me like I'm stupid or I'm being crazy, I'm being like this, like I want to ask them, like, why do you feel that I'm being that way? Then I analyze it and I'm like, okay, it's because I'm like this and this and that. But then I'm like a really communicative person, so like I grow from every conversation that I have with everyone.
So with this anxiety, how much anxiety do you think Allison is having right about now?
Allison
Yeah.
from House of the Dragon, man.
Hey.
So
like,
it depends.
Can you imagine back in that day they didn't know about that kind of stuff? Ooh.
I can't even imagine. It's cool to see it with that lens though. When you're watching all this shit, like,
Right.
you know, when Varys
That
is
was good.
giving his wife a C-section, but they don't have a way to control the blood flow and shit.
Right,
Like, oh
that was
shit,
crazy.
That's
they
anxiety.
was about that life last season.
That was crazy.
Yeah, no, I think Allison is probably would you, if you was, what was it, Renice?
Yeah.
If you was Renice, would you have fried some motherfuckers or what?
Fried them up.
Right.
They would've
I
been
think that
gone.
would have been the end of the story for me.
Right. It would have been over. We would have been kings and queens. And we would have like, I mean, like, I don't see why they, but the story got to go in a different way.
Nay, you didn't like the episode.
I didn't. Mm-mm.
Can you tell us why?
The whole episode was just really slow, and then at the end, it just ended that way, like the dragon just breathing on them very heavily.
You want to see some fried Targaryens too?
No, I didn't. I didn't want to see that. I didn't understand. So the whole
some
episode
fried
was really slow,
Hightowers.
and I didn't. So through this whole show, like I haven't felt like. I feel like they all have like a bond in a little way, so they're not like looking to kill each other. They're not trying to do each other off because everybody is beneficial. That's how I feel.
Well,
like
yeah.
this
Well, I mean, think about
show is
this
about.
though. If
But no.
if
I
they didn't have
feel-
that investment, how interesting would it be?
Right. Yeah. I mean, everybody's automatic because we're in our times. Like everybody is like, yeah, let's just roast them and like do them off. Let's just rule the kingdom. That would be the thing to do. But to be honest, yeah, a lot of them have powers, like power in different like kingdoms and stuff. Like you don't want to ruin that. I don't know.
Nah, they were kind of bogus. Like Otto, he like pretty much made everybody bend the knee. He like they some snakes.
He knew what he was
man.
doing.
Like,
I don't know if it's Allison though. I think Otto is primarily the instigator, and really Allison was a pawn all this time, and she just realized it, and now she's just doing what she got to protect her kids.
Yeah, and at this point, like you just want to keep everybody else around because I mean they're busy people. They're probably like they're running other kingdoms and stuff like that. So yeah, just keep the small people a little happy. But I don't know. The whole thing with me was that
Nah, it's good. I'm listening.
I had a brain fart. Sorry.
Nah, go ahead.
The whole thing with me is like now in our day, like we imagine if somebody came in and were like, oh, Nay said this to me in private, like, and she was so right. To take somebody's word like that was a lot back in the day.
I don't think anybody bought that
yeah,
bullshit.
nobody cared. Yeah, they were gonna
They
do
was like,
that
get the
anyway.
fuck out of here. You know what I mean? Like, homeboy lost his whole life over the shit. He was like, yo, you
Yeah.
know what I'm saying?
Yeah. And so like they went by like how honest people are back in the day. And it's like,
No, they were planning.
we
on
don't even
doing
do that now. We'll
regardless.
take you to court.
Now, they were planning on overthrowing Rhaenyra anyway. Otto had a plan. The other guy had a plan. That
I know
was just.
What do you mean the
like
other
icing
guy?
on the
Smoke
cake.
everybody.
What do you mean the other guy? What other
The guy
guy?
at the end of the table, the guy that got up once the two knights were about to fight. He was like, "Let me get up out the way."
Oh,
Yeah.
ain't that dude?
Yeah.
He
How's he with?
What's the folks from the original Game of Thrones?
Yeah, man.
Not the Targaryens. The
Nah,
Lannister. He a
the dude, they
Lannister.
Lannister. Yeah.
He a Lannister. Yeah.
Yeah,
So
yeah.
he was ready. He was ready to overthrow Otto and then a couple of other guys. They were all ready except for the one old guy. And he was like, "What y'all trying to do here? Like, I'm not with that." So
I mean, like, it's a damned if you do, damned if you don't situation. Like, I mean, like, is it really Allison's fault that, she got this half message from Varys before he died?
yeah, nah,
You know what I
that ain't her
mean?
fault.
If Allison and Rhaenyra were still friends, then they'd probably be able to talk this out and then have some type of understanding about what Varys was really saying.
Mhm.
But that shit ain't gonna happen. Instead, somebody gonna get fucking fried.
So is it because Rhaenyra is a whore?
Rhaenyra is not a whore.
She not?
Nah, she just listen. So let's put it in perspective. Okay, she got one baby daddy.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, one baby daddy, not like
Her
9.
uncle.
Okay, and then yeah, and so she's
Well, now she
always
got
had this
2.
attraction
She
to
got
her uncle, right?
Yeah.
But
Gar.
her uncle and was it Laris? Laris? Is Laris? Was that
Larry
the?
Strong, one of them?
Was that his name?
I'm not sure. I'm not sure this.
Whatever.
name.
She let him go, and they, she married him out of duty.
Wait, the gay guy.
Yeah.
Okay, and then she let him go, and then like
Right.
everybody thinks he's dead, right?
Right.
Okay.
Yeah.
okay.
So she did that out of duty, right? She was only with him
Duty.
because it was you're so silly, because it was what she needed to do for the sake of her name as a Targaryen and the bloodline and the kingdom, right? So that doesn't make her a whore. She did that out of
No.
You know what I'm saying?
I was just quoting my boy. What was his name?
She's a
not
whore.
yeah.
That motherfucker got his top lopped off, bro.
What you
That
thought about
was-
that, Steve? I know you kind of new to all this, Steve. So what's your thoughts on that?
Oh man, this it's crazy, man, because I feel like this whole Game of Thrones is kind of like a soap opera, like Young and the Restless, man. It's always some drama, some backstabbing, and anytime you see a Lannister involved, you already know what's about to happen. And I feel like they couldn't burn everybody because you got to have a season 2, you got to have a storyline. So you can't just
Right.
off everybody and then get a
The
whole new
producer
cast.
said not to.
Yeah, the producer's like, fam, I know this would
No.
be dope, but if we want a season 2 and y'all want a paycheck, we kind of got to have to drag and breathe on y'all a little bit and give a little suspense and get the next season popping.
And it's also not how the
Yeah,
book
obviously.
went. Like,
Right,
I
exactly,
already
yeah.
know how it ends.
Yeah.
Like, stupid YouTube and
Mhm.
being bored.
Ew.
I already know how it ends. So, I guess we all know how it ends.
Yeah, we've seen
Game of Thrones,
Game of
so we
Thrones.
know what happens. You know what I'm
Eventually.
saying? I was really intrigued because I had to go back. I was so curious because I'm like, I ain't reading no books. Not those books. Those books look incredibly. They look like J.R.R. Tolkien. I'm responding to the chat. They look like something that J.R.R. Tolkien would write. Like it's a difficult read. I'm not doing it. You can have fun with that. I watched the YouTubes of the people that read it, and they can explain it to me. But no, I was really intrigued. I'm like, yo, who is the Mad King? Is the Mad King one of the little boys? Is it?
No,
him?
no,
No, no,
it's
I
yeah.
like one
remember
of they-
talking
yeah,
ab-
Yeah.
wow.
So
about the Mad
so
King.
Aemond and Agar is the grandfather of. Oh no, the father of the Mad King, and the Mad King is the father of Daenerys.
Yeah.
Right. So
Mhm.
that's what I was like. I'm like, yo, wait, how does this tie into it all? So
But now going back to Rhaenyra, like so.
Rhaenyra.
I think Rhaenyra, and Allison, like
Yeah.
falling out. Like, yeah, I mean, I think not because she's a whore, but because she just didn't do what she was supposed to do, right? She did what she wanted to do, and I don't think she considered her friend's feelings enough, like knowing that her friend had to marry her father, had to be faithful, have babies, spit out babies left and right, and not cheat on him. And you get running around here doing all of this. It's kind of, as a friend, that's bogus. You can look at it like that. But I guess she looked at it like,
So
I don't
she's
owe you
already
nothing.
looking at her as just a person of interest, or a person that is just in it for interest.
You talking about Allison looking at Rhaenyra like that?
The other way.
Like
Which one's the
Rhaenyra is
whore?
looking at Allison as a person of interest.
Yeah, because if they were friends and she got with her dad and everything,
Well,
like now
I-
she just sees her as just a person that's in it for interest.
Mm.
Oh, like okay, like an opportunist.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Mm.
Okay.
So I think that makes a big
Yeah,
deal.
well, yeah,
so
she
now this
was.
is gonna. They were good, and now this is all gonna fuck it up. And then, what's
But
the
she
girl's name
didn't
on the
do it
dragon?
because she wanted to.
Nah,
I know,
yeah, exactly.
but
you know what I'm
she-
saying?
Rhaenyra
she
knows
did-
that. Allison didn't
Mm.
ask to
She
marry
was in her
Virus.
feelings, though. She was in her
Virus
did.
feelings,
asked
though.
to marry
I feel like in her mind, she thinks of it that way as an opportunity.
She was in her feelings when she found out she was marrying her father.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, you
But,
would be too.
Yeah, but you can't be mad at her necessarily.
Right.
You know.
Because we know better.
Yeah.
We know that it was set up that way.
Mhm.
Yeah, but as soon as the king was telling her about his vision, and we all know it was about Jon Snow, right?
Yeah.
But she took it as however she translated. So we're like, fuck, you just ruined this. They were good. And then now it's ruined.
Yeah.
And now it's even worse. She's going to go back with the dragon.
Well, I tell you what. Regardless of how episode 9 was, I'm really looking for. I've heard great things about episode 10 already. Like apparently it leaked, and people are like, whoa, losing their minds over it. So I'm like, really excited about it. So tonight, I think it's 7:00 Pacific Standard Time or 9:00, whenever it airs. We're gonna watch it live, and it's gonna be streaming, and we'll just have the stream on and watch it all together and do some live reacting to it and have a watch party.
Let me ask: is it to the anticipation as the Red Wedding, that level
of what happens?
Yeah.
Fuck no. Nothing is compared to the Red Wedding.
All right. I just want to ask. That's
nothing.
The
Even
Wedding.
the ending. Well, think about it. Think about how gangster the Red Wedding was, right?
Oh, yeah.
Yo, the Night King and the Winter was not as gangsta as the Red Wedding.
The Red Wedding had me sitting in the TV for a minute, like after it went off. Because remember, it went off and there was no music. It was just the credits, and I was just sitting there like.
I legit felt like I was watching an episode of Attack on Titan.
I was
like all the protagonists are dying, and I'm like, how we gonna have a story after this, guys? Yeah. Who produced this shit? Who said this is a good idea?
But they were supposed to bring the mom back. She was supposed to be like,
really?
Yeah.
In the books, like she
comes
back is like almost like a zombie type of deal.
Oh, that makes sense. She probably was
like killing folks.
She probably was.
And then I heard in the books, all of them is like real ugly, and they like kids. So in real life, they glam everybody up for TV.
I mean, I ain't trying to look at no ugly people. Do you watch ugly porn?
No,
that's why
I don't either.
You guys.
Here we go.
What'd you say?
That's why I did my makeup because I'm done.
Oh my god. So look, let's talk about. Have y'all seen the Black Panther Wakanda Forever trailer, the newest one?
Man, looks like Black History Month in November.
That's gonna be a good. My birthday on the 1st, so that's what I'm watching for my birthday.
It's just one movie, guys.
What?
I'm still mourning the last guy.
Are you talking about Eric Killmonger?
Yes. I'm still like really sad. I'm still mourning over Linkin Park. You can't play a song in front of me without me bawling.
Wow.
Linkin Park. I'm like,
Namor looks fresh in that new trailer, like how he jumping on with his wings. And
I did like the way they made that effect. His flying was kind of like hopping. Yeah. You know what I mean? I thought that was pretty cool.
I thought.
Is that CGI?
Oh yeah.
No, it's wire work.
Oh, is it?
I don't fucking know. What you guys
I
like I work for Marvel?
You got the camera and shit. I know. I thought that Marvel had bit. Namor was biting off Aquaman, but apparently Namor was around before Aquaman.
Fam, Namor has been around longer than I think.
He was one of the first people.
Yes.
He's one of the first. Like 1930 something they said.
Yeah, he's like the first Marvel superhero. No, Captain America. Then I think Namor may came before Captain America.
Yeah. So it was.
I should know this.
Yeah, they said it's he one of the OGs, triple OGs.
Yeah.
They changed the story up a little bit to match modern times, but
they supposed to be an Aztec culture, and it's not supposed to be called Atlantis. It's gonna be called.
It's a new place. Yes, it's not Atlantis, and the reason why they did that is because obviously Aquaman is a thing.
Yeah.
So they were like, all right, well, we'll just make it someplace else, and I think that it falls in line with Ryan Coogler's his values in representation, right? Sure. And historical accuracy, as you can see through his films.
Yeah.
Speaking of his films, we gotta talk about this.
What we gotta talk about?
Have you seen the Creed 3 trailer?
Oh
Man, my man, it's it looks pretty good.
I liked it.
Chris, you had a very interesting reaction to it.
I know. And it's funny because I wasn't a big fan of the first one. The second
Actually,
one was okay.
now that I think about it,
Yeah.
I want to say you and I had a big ass argument about
We did.
Creed 1.
It
You was like, yo,
wild.
it's just Rocky over again. It's fair.
It was.
That's fair.
And this one is different. Like this one isn't like the same type of storyline.
They
we've
said that it's the
gotten over
same as
past
Black
20, 30
Panther.
years.
They said it's the same story.
No,
Some guy
it's
from his past who was wrong comes back to try to take everything from the other guy. See why I don't do that shit?
Ain't that like Rocky 5? When he had to fight the young dude, and the young dude beat him up, and then he had to like go back to fight him again.
This is not the reaction I'm talking about either. Chris know what I'm talking about.
Yeah, no. We talked about like I said, we got into it as far as like
No.
how I felt.
I'm talking about this trailer. About this trailer.
Oh no, yeah.
We didn't get into it, but your reaction. You said it was one of Ryan Coogler's best works, didn't you?
I thought. I like I said,
One of Ryan Coogler's best works.
Compared, it's better than
Or
Black Panther.
Michael B. Jordan's directorial debut.
Hold up.
So fine.
It's better than the first Black Panther.
I admitted that I skipped over that sentence.
It doesn't matter what. It doesn't matter that you skipped over the sentence. The issue is that you thought it in the first place because it doesn't feel or look anything like what Ryan Coogler makes.
Okay, so
Ryan
maybe
Coogler.
that's why then, right? Okay, yeah, I'm not so high on Ryan Coogler, right? So that's facts, right? And I even admit that for the original Black Panther movie, right? Like. It could have been better, but it was
The
still
original
dope.
Black Panther could have been better?
Of course.
Sir.
Of course.
That is black blasphemy.
Garland missed that. Garland knows.
Let's
Black
talk
blasphemy.
about it. Okay.
Let's go.
Chris is very, very particular when it comes to films. He does not like canned stuff. He doesn't like things to be of what they've been. He likes out of the box, completely different, original thoughts. One of the things, and I knew this because Chris was one of the people that was barking up and down about Lovecraft Country. And when I watched it, I'm like, this is the weirdest shit I ever seen. It's
like that shit.
I mean, yeah, a lot of people like it. It was for what it was, yeah. And that's not what I'm lining up to see. No. No.
Why?
Because I'm not into weird shit like that. Like I don't like shit just because it's weird. Like
man.
that's why I haven't seen Nope yet.
Wow.
Nope is cold.
I
Nope
still
is
haven't
cold.
seen it.
I'm not gonna go see it.
Nope is dope as hell.
Nah.
That's probably why you don't watch Atlanta or anything like that, huh?
Wait,
Don't
now
watch
you getting
Atlanta
too far,
either.
nigga.
He said he don't fuck with Atlanta because it's too eccentric. You just
No,
said that last
Atlanta's
week.
cold.
I
You
don't.
said that last
That's
week.
not what I said. I said I don't fuck with Childish Gambino because he's too eccentric.
That's his fucking
I'm
show.
not that. Yeah, that's his show. That ain't why I'm not watching Atlanta. I'm not watching Atlanta because I watched the first season and it didn't stick to the ribs. I was good. I watched
Shit,
Power.
dope as hell.
I loved Power. Power wasn't eccentric and weird. It was fucking exact. You just roll your eyes at me.
Nothing, man. I was over Power.
Right. Power's cool.
Power's cool, but I can't
You're
watch
not finna
Lovecraft
take-
Country and then Power. Like no.
Right.
man, fuck all
Right.
that.
Exactly.
I'm just saying, no, because then you brought up Atlanta, and because you brought up Atlanta after you brought up Lovecraft Country,
Which
I
is
hate
dope.
Atlanta.
I had
It's
to
different.
counter with another primarily black show so that you don't play me like I'm some like nut hugger that doesn't watch black people media.
No, we're not saying that.
Ass.
We're not saying that.
The fuck?
But okay,
This
okay.
guy.
But to be fair, like, okay, so you like Power, but that's like gangster. You know, I mean, we've seen that. Like we've seen.
Yeah, I
that.
know, and I'm that's my point about you, Chris.
Right,
Like
okay.
that run of the mill, typical standard shit. You're not impressed by that as much as you like original thoughts that are like out of the box. You know what I'm saying? Like, what was that one musical with the sea monster?
You had a problem with the musical?
What was that? What was that?
talking about?
What was that? It was a movie. It won all these Oscars. It was like under this something. I don't know. It was about the Loch Ness, the sea monster guy that fell in love with some woman, and I can't remember the name of it. I'll look it up. But anyway,
No, yeah, I know what you're talking about.
yeah, it was this huge movie that came out and won all
Yeah, I
these
remember
like
that.
awards. And I feel like that's the kind of shit you into. Like something is just like ice cream and pickles. Like fuck chocolate chip. I don't really fuck with that. You know what I mean? Like I'm not into that.
I like it all. To be fair, I mean, I
You
like
like
how-
one more than the other. You like ice cream and pickles more than you like chocolate chip.
Well,
It's
you know
just-
what was funny? What's funny is my wife, since she's been pregnant, she's like ice cream and cucumbers. It's weird. I'm like, what the fuck?
I just think it's weird.
I might have to try that.
I just think it's
No,
weird. that
I haven't tried that, and I'm not. But you know, movies are different. You know what I'm saying?
Water.
Shape of Water. That's
Shape
the
of
name of the
Water.
movie. Shape of Water.
I never heard of
Yes!
that shit.
I haven't
Yeah.
seen that.
I
haven't-
never
I'm
heard of it.
surprised.
I never
I'm
heard of
surprised
it.
you haven't seen it. Oh, it's probably you probably haven't seen it because it wasn't like by a black
No,
director.
no.
I never heard of it. I never heard of it.
Jordan Peele did that shit. Your ass to
Nah.
be first in line to see it.
Hey man,
No,
boy, you
that's
gotta
kinda
knock that
silly.
man for liking Jordan
I
Peele.
am not a Jordan Peele fan.
What?
I'm not.
Bro, come on.
This is where this argument came from.
Oh my god.
Me and Chris was talking about this the other day. This is where this came from. I'm not a big Jordan Peele fan. I appreciate for what it is, but yo, man, I mean, Us to me was the one that I enjoyed the most. I
That was
didn't
his worst,
enjoy,
isn't it?
huh? And
That was his
a lot
worst
of people say that. A lot of people that appreciate the eccentricness of Jordan Peele say that Us was the worst one, and probably because it was probably the most standard of the typical ones. Candyman was just produced by him, so don't give him credit for directing Candyman.
That was all right. It wasn't the best.
See,
either.
I
It's
enjoyed
but-
Candyman more than I enjoyed. What's the other one? Get
say it.
Out.
Nah,
Get Out,
I
I
ain't
think is the
tripping.
best
I just was
one.
watching that the other night.
Get Out was like
I
the
will
best
never
one.
watch Get Out again.
Get Out was the best one.
I will never watch
Get
it.
Out by far.
But I've
that
watched Black
wasn't, like,
Panther 8 times.
eccentric. That wasn't eccentric and all of that. I mean, that was just like
Get Out was not eccentric.
it was like Revenge of the Body Snatchers or something like that, but like not with aliens and stuff, just like on some race related stuff. You know what I'm saying? Like I thought it was an interesting
That's
take.
pretty eccentric.
No. At the end, at
White
the end of
people,
Get Out,
white people hypnotizing and kidnapping and assimilating black people is absolutely eccentric.
Hey,
That's eccentric thought.
only thing.
Yes, the fuck it is.
Only thing Get Out needed. Only thing Get Out needed was Keenan Ivory Wayans to come in through the window and be like, "Message."
Message, right? Exactly. It's for real. See,
That's all I
Steve knows
needed.
it
I
is.
needed Keenan Ivory Wayans to come in. Message. That's all I needed.
That's real shit right there.
Because that's what I go out. That's what I see when I go out to the
Message
suburbs. Brainwashed black people.
No,
Would you like some sugar, sir?
no, that's not what it was.
But no, so I'm not big. I didn't say I didn't enjoy Lovecraft Country. I did like it. I watched the whole thing.
That
Some
shit
of it
was
was
dope.
far out there for me. You know what I mean? Like it made me feel. It was like the Yeezus album,
Yes,
right?
yes,
It was like, I'm experiencing all these emotions and all these feelings with it.
I like how they put the historical shit with it.
I did too.
Mhm.
I like that, especially at the end when they burnt the town down.
Yeah.
What was it? What was the name of town?
Tulsa.
Tulsa. The Tulsa bombing. I like how they had the Emmett Till. They
Yeah.
talked about the book.
Yep.
They tell you where you can go.
Mm-hmm.
Green
All
Book,
that
yeah.
shit. Yeah, the, Green
The
Book.
vampire
Green
shit
Book
was
was
fucking
good.
with me though.
Huh?
When he was like meeting with the vampires out in the dark castle in a town in the middle of the.
Hey, man. It was just part of the story.
I'm just saying,
Yeah.
and then the space odyssey aspect of it, I was like,
That
man, this
was
shit is
cold, too.
all over the fucking place.
So, but
I
it
was
it
okay.
would made sense though. It all flowed. You know.
I mean, it was all to be experienced and enjoyed, not necessarily my bag. That's all I'm saying. But something that's a little more run of the mill, right? Black Panther. And I feel like for what Black Panther stood out as was important, right? It wasn't a typical villain. It wasn't a typical archetype. You know, people celebrated Michael B. Jordan's character because they could find an easy way to relate to it. He was celebrated as one of the best Marvel villains at that time because it was nestled in conflict, right? And that was one of the things that people, you know, if you had that experience, you'd probably respond the same way. You know what I'm saying? Like, oh, I see where he's coming from. You know what I mean? They said the same thing about Wenwu from Shang-Chi too. Shang-Chi. You know, the father in Shang-Chi was pretty much the same thing. Like, yo, if you went through this, what this person went through, like, you know what I'm saying? Like, this person is he really evil? No, he's really just a husband that's upset that his wife got kidnapped by a dragon monster or some shit.
Conflict.
Now my gripes with Black Panther, it was mostly because of like maybe some of the acting was kind of off. And
Wait,
like
it had to be Michael B. Jordan's acting.
Michael B. Jordan.
Yeah, he the only one because everybody else was completely
Everybody else was
on point.
On point, right?
Yeah,
And maybe the storyline could have been a little bit better, but I mean, it was a solid A. I mean, I give it an A still. You know what I mean?
just not
You
S
know.
tier.
S tier, super.
Yeah.
No, yeah, right, true.
Her.
So, well, either way, Creed 3 looks like shit. There.
I think Creed 3 is gonna be for
there,
the ladies.
I said it.
I think Creed 3 gonna be for the ladies
For the
because all the
ladies.
ladies love Michael B. Jordan and they love what's his name, the dude that was in Lovecraft Country.
Agreed.
Yeah, the dude that
What's
plays,
his name?
I had to look him up.
Ari, what's his name?
He gonna play Kane the Conqueror.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Kang the Conqueror.
Yeah, but all the ladies love dude, so it's gonna be eye candy. So when the women are following it, it's gonna sell out because women buy more than men. Like
Yeah, the
women
ladies
buy
definitely gonna
when
buy
women
that.
follow something, it's gonna sell.
Jonathan Majors.
Yeah,
Jonathan
Jonathan Majors is he that dude right now?
I mean, yeah, for sure.
he that dude.
They lost his mind about him when he played in Loki, and I'm cool with it. Like, I think he's a great actor. I've loved the roles that he's portrayed. I actually, of all the times I've seen him be portrayed, like to act, I'm actually the least impressed with his performance on Loki. I thought he was great on Lovecraft Country, but in Loki, I was kind of like, this is very unnerving and unsettling. But I guess if I were to really put myself in the mind frame of somebody who has, been lost in
Seen
time
everything.
forever,
Yeah.
That weird and creepy quirkiness, you know what I'm saying?
Mhm.
Ari said women don't care what his name
They
is.
don't care. Creed go sell out. Dude got ripped too. Like both of them
Yeah,
got
he got
super
sold
big
as
and
motherfucker.
ripped up. Man, what?
I still don't think that. And to me, I'm gonna tell you what I don't like about it. When I watched the trailer, I thought that I was watching a trailer for a made-for-TV movie. It did not feel like a theatrical blockbuster event like Rocky 1. I'm not Rocky, I'm sorry. Creed 1 and Creed 2 were. Creed 1 and Creed 2 felt massive. This one did not. And I was looking forward to it being, not the black guy versus the Russian guy or the black guy versus the whatever guy, the British
It's a
guy.
black
You
on
know what I'm
black.
saying? Like, I was looking forward to being a primarily black cast, but from the shot sequence, the story, the way the lines are given, I'm very underwhelmed, and I'm kind of nervous because I really liked the first one. I kind of liked the second one, and I really wanted to see the franchise progress. So no, I'm not looking forward to it. It was a very underwhelming trailer for me.
We'll find out, man. You know what I'm saying?
I mean, I'll still go see it.
Ari gonna make you go see it.
Yeah,
Yeah, I'm not gonna go see it with her just
she
for
gonna
that.
make you love it.
She gonna make you love it.
Yeah, it's some nasty
If
shit.
Ari say you going, you going. This ain't no democracy.
It's crazy. So lots of shit happening in the internet.
Internet,
Right?
yeah.
Trailers are obviously coming out. You
Yeah.
know, a couple games were announced. But there was also
Michael B. Jordan split up from his girlfriend. Like, do you think that had to do with the movie? There's not enough details about it. Like,
Are you
how
talking
does-
about Lori Harvey?
Yeah, like how did
Yo,
they
he
stay
split
out-
up. Michael B. Jordan split up with Lori Harvey because it's what's best for his bank account.
But like at the same time, like how do celebrities like keep these details like out of the media? Like then we have like rappers out here, like they're all about the clout. I think that's what it is. That's all we have, right?
I mean, I guess I don't think that has anything to do with Lori. Lori Harvey is a man eater, and she's been in a lot of relationships with a lot of celebrities. And I don't think anybody really expected the relationship between Michael B. Jordan and Lori Harvey to last.
That was clout.
That really sucks. Yeah.
Why does it suck? I think both of them were in it for the experience, and they just moved on.
Yeah.
I think everybody is in it. I mean, what is Nicki Minaj doing now?
Beefing with Latto.
Yeah.
Acting crazy.
Yeah.
Acting a damn
She's still
fool.
with her baby daddy, though. I don't understand.
It's not about that stuff.
I mean, love or how you ain't he
She's
convicted?
She probably bullies him.
Probably.
I
think
mean,
she wears a
listen, if
Yeah.
I was the baby daddy to Nicki Minaj, she can bully me too.
Just totally be a
That's a
master.
free ride.
Yeah, if I was a man, that and
She can
was-
bully
she's a
me. She can
gorgeous
beat me
lady.
up and throw her boobs in my face.
Hell no, I ain't about to do all that.
Yep.
No, I'm cool. At the
I'd
end
be
of the day, I'm a
submissive as
man.
hell.
I'm a
I'm
man.
not-
Cut the
I'm
check.
I'm a
Can I have a
At the end of the
Ferrari?
day.
Can I have a Ferrari?
I'm the daddy. You're the mama. I'm the daddy.
I'm grown.
I'm
That's
grown.
exactly what she does.
That's how I
But
be.
no, yeah, like honestly, like some people let her get away with it, but I think that that's really messed up how she like tries to go after all these other rappers or all these other artists.
Did she start the Lotto beef or
She did.
what happened?
She did.
She
So,
started the Cardi B beef too.
Yeah.
She starts it.
I mean, to me, it's all
Takes little
entertainment.
jabs.
It's 50 Cent did the same shit.
She got mad because that song "Super Freaky Girl."
That
didn't
song
get-
trash
It didn't get put in as a rap song. It got put in as a pop song.
because she's pop.
And then she was like, "Yo, Big Energy
Pop now?
should have been." Then she was like, "Well, Big Energy should have been a pop song too."
No, because she was rapping on it.
And that's what pretty
Yeah,
much happened.
yeah.
You know what I'm saying? I never heard
Don't get
Super
mad.
She
Freaky
needs
Girl.
to not get
Yeah,
mad.
I haven't heard.
You never
Freaky
heard
Girl.
Super Freak?
I have not heard Super Freak Girl.
That shit's trash.
Is it?
It's the worst sample of Super Freak I've ever heard.
I don't
Just
know.
Blaze did a sample of Super Freak.
Rick James.
Yes.
Rick James joint, right?
Just Blaze killed that
Yeah.
shit on Jay-Z's.
I heard that one.
I forgot what album it
Ride
was.
with me.
Mhm.
Yes.
Yeah. Kingdom
Yeah.
Come. Yeah.
Yeah, Kingdom Come.
Yeah,
That's what it
yeah.
was. Yeah.
Yeah.
So he trying to. Jesus, Ari, just go for the jugular. Jesus. Boy.
Oh, I
What
want
are you
to
talking
see her comments. I can't get into Twitch.
She
What'd she
said
say?
she said Nicki trying to detract from her rapist husband.
Ooh, he is a registered
Sir.
sex offender.
She went all in.
Yeah,
No chill.
no chill right there. But Latto called her a 40-year-old bully. She was dead ass. She googled 40-year-old bully.
It's true.
Yeah.
Have you seen the memes that I post? Because I get bullied by like 40 and 50-year-old women out here in Albuquerque, thinking
Hey,
I want their men.
Hey, what Drake say?
Their men want me.
Idols turn to rivals. Idols turn to rivals.
That's fair.
Mhm.
And she said she looked up to Nicki Minaj, and now for her to be coming down on her, what's up with that? Like,
Yeah.
I think a lot of these
Amen,
people,
Drake.
yeah,
Amen.
as we progress in time, I think, you know what I'm saying, like with music, rappers are still
Anytime-
around,
Yeah.
and they're still with the young people, and it's like a clashing ground, where it's like the
Mhm.
older people ain't quite ready to let go. So they go bump heads
That's
with the younger
that's
people.
life.
Right.
If you
Life.
look at everything in his life. Oh my God.
I know, right? I just read that shit.
Ari shooting her shot at you, Nay.
Can't
Oh
see.
my
You
God.
need to get your Twitch game right.
Yeah, get your Twitch game right.
Nah, like so let's just draw these parallels. All right. Cardi drops this massive single,
Yeah.
right? And Nicki fires back when they are on a song together by shooting subs,
Yeah,
right?
yeah.
And so that begins the Cardi B Nicki beef. Okay. Cardi B in retrospect, right? Next album or whatever you want to call it, because it ain't out yet. She releases a single with the second, or I guess number one, the next in line hottest female act, Megan Thee Stallion, right? and then features Latto and a bunch of other, up and coming female rappers in the music video. Nicki Minaj never did anything like that.
Ugh.
Nicki never did that.
Crap.
Female
Cardi did.
Yeah.
And from that point, I had a lot of respect because Nicki spent look at how Nicki built her platform. She literally was bullying Lil' Kim the whole time. Lil' Kim didn't come at her.
Yeah, but she doing the same thing to Latto as would be her doing to Lil' Kim.
Right, agreed.
She mad.
You know what I'm saying?
She ain't getting
She's
that
gonna have
respect.
to-
She's
Right.
very
Have to throw it
territorial.
at her
But look
face,
what
too.
happens when you're welcoming. You know what I'm saying? You're embracing new talent. You're supporting one another. You know what I'm saying? There's strength in numbers, and some people just don't understand the concept that it's enough for everybody out here to eat.
Everybody eats, B.
Right,
Yeah.
right.
Latto's a better rapper.
She could have been
than all
smart
of
and
them.
like linked up with them. And I know that she tried with Cardi B on Motorsport. I don't know if you guys read up on that. Like there was a whole spill on Motorsport and how her and Cardi B fell out. But
Well, yeah, that's
if
what we was talking
Nicki-
about. That's the song
if
she
Nicki-
sneak dissed them.
Yeah, if Nicki would have been smart, she would have like shut her mouth and like just advertised it. I don't know how to say it, but like
But is it similar to like LL Cool J and Cannabis, right? How
Yeah.
LL got down
Very
on
much
him
so.
on that-
The
on
difference
same
being, is that Nicki,
thing.
I think she changed her verse
Yeah.
to specifically
Yeah.
send that shot,
yeah.
right? To
song.
me,
Well, LL did it based on like something Cannabis told him about the
Candace said, "Can he grab that mic? Can he
yeah,
borrow the mic
yeah.
on his arm?"
yeah,
And
Right,
then
right.
LL took offense
He
to
like
that.
what? Like that was just weird that you would say that.
Yeah.
right. But he dissed them back on the same song, which is where it should happen. But Nicki changed her shit.
They being real petty,
Good.
son.
Good.
Like, they
She
being real
needs-
petty.
See, like her and Kanye, like all these people are like they're really rich and they have like
He
you
who
guys they
remains
have like so
nameless.
much money. The nameless man, but like I don't know. They need to hire like a therapist.
It's just people don't want to let go. I think
Somebody to
having that fame and
in my
being on
mind.
top for so long is hard to see that you got to let it
Yeah.
go.
Fame
'Cause
fucks
they-
with you.
Yeah.
They
Fa-
think like at this point they can do whatever they
Ego.
want, and
Ego fucks with
sometimes
you.
that's not you doing whatever you want is just not. Yeah,
Because it's a
ego.
different trend. It's like now you got people who are 20 years old. So when, 20 years ago, we, people my age, we was 20. So all the rappers that was hot when I was 20 are in their 40s now. It's a new generation.
I used to love Nicki. I wanted to marry her. I think I wanted to be gay at that time.
Oh.
Like I wanted to be with Nicki, but
yeah.
now I'm like,
I think it's when you get between Nicki, Kanye, Kim Kardashian, and all these once you get to a certain level, the priorities shift, and so
Right.
that's how you can seem so disconnected. Did you see that shit with Kim Kardashian and the bones or cadaver? What happened?
Well, her mom had hip surgery. And they wanted to keep the bones to make jewelry. That's weird.
I mean, like, I could see if her mom passed away.
They wanted to keep it as a reminder of like her struggle and what she
They
went
always
through.
trying to come up, man.
well,
Well,
like,
how's that a come up, Chris?
What you mean? How's it to come up?
They making
It's
jewelry
definitely
for
come-
themselves.
Oh, I thought it was to sell.
Of course you would.
I mean, like I was telling you guys when we were like talking about this earlier, like I would in the Mexican culture, they like dress up the dead, and then we had a 3-day funeral where it didn't end well because it was like a family reunion. So, but we all went in and like we talked about it, like we gave them gifts, like we did what we felt like was compelling. I still didn't get my aunt a seashell. She came to me in a dream and told me that she wanted a seashell, and I asked the whole family, why does she want a seashell? All I know about her is she lives here in Juarez, Mexico, so I don't know why she wants seashell. And they're like, when she was little, she went to the beach one time and she was collecting seashells but there was a little boy with her that was, or somebody was, she was telling them, bring me seashells. And she was collecting all these seashells because she couldn't go in the water because she had polio. So um, that was significant to me, but I wanted like a piece of her, and I got a robe. All I got was like a robe from her because I knew that she wore it often and she loved the colors. So now I have the robe. But like if I could keep a family member's piece of hair or something like that, like I would keep it in like a little jar or something. Like I don't know, like we it's significant.
Even if they're alive.
No, when they pass away.
Right, but that's the thing. Kim
Yeah.
Kardashian's mom is still alive.
She could keep that piece of bone like somewhere else, and then like when she passes away, she'll keep it as endearment. But it's true. Like I've told my mom's white. I'm adopted. So I told her like, when you die, can I braid your hair and keep it? And she was like, no, my hair will look awful in the coffin. And I'm like, that's so ugly to me. I don't know.
Nah, I mean, like, so I think that doing something with someone's remains after they passed is not abnormal, right?
It's not
like I want to do something
significant.
Yeah, sure. There's cultural aspects to it too.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm not here to tell anybody what to do with their mama bones, right? But if I just think it's abnormal to do it when they're still alive.
Well, if she is taking bone away and throwing it away, then yeah. Like I can see. I mean, I don't know if you know, but they all have like they all store their sperm and everything like that. So they all have in their mind like they can think like, oh, we'll store the bone. Let's just keep it, not throw it away. Because then when she passes away, like no, we don't want to go carve her bones and stuff like that. You know what I mean?
You might want to make a clone of her with the bone.
That's where I thought she was going with the keeping the sperm and
yeah,
hair and stuff.
Motherfucker asked me for some bones from surgery. I'm like, hell to the no.
No, they're trying to make your baby.
I don't want nothing. They ain't getting nothing from me.
We got about 10 more minutes left in the show. I want to talk about this before we close because it's kind of important. And it's one of those topics that came out that I feel like definitely needs to be addressed.
Okay.
All right. Very serious stuff here. I was on the internet and I saw a post that said that Jay-Z was never rapper of the year for any for any year that ever came out.
Crazy.
And I saw this.
As serious as it gets.
And I saw this. And I immediately said, God damn it, he's right. He's right. Jay-Z has never been rapper of the year. He's never been the hottest rapper in any year that he's come out. Name a year.
Yeah.
Name a year. I thought the year that Volume 2 dropped was going to be the year. Money, Cash, Hoes.
Originated 98.
Oh, my God. Yes.
Yeah.
What was the other single from the... Can I Get A?
Can I Get A? Yep.
I was like, clearly it's that year, but that's the year
Hard
DMX
Knock
came
Life.
out.
Hard
DMX
Knock
was
Life.
killing shit.
Hard
back
Knock
then.
Life was on the album. Hard Knock Life
Yep.
was on
Hard
the
Knock
album.
Life was on that album too,
Hard
and
Knock Life,
DMX
right?
was the standout for that year.
But looking back, and like as far as culturally, you can't say that It's a Hard Knock Life isn't culturally bigger than any of the songs.
Yeah,
that
but
was
we not
on
having a
DMX.
conversation about that. It was whether or not DMX was the hottest rapper of that year, and if Jay-Z was the hottest rapper of that year, and he wasn't because DMX was.
I was bumping both of them. So
So was I.
Yeah.
But it's undisputably DMX was the hottest rapper that year.
He had 2 albums that year.
Undisputably.
2 albums.
He took the industry by storm. When did Jay-Z take the industry by storm?
I would say
Not
the
that.
album where he took it by storm, I would say would be The Blueprint.
So
the blueprint.
the year that the Blueprint came out, right? Blueprint, this massively culturally important album, was the same year that Nellyville came out.
It wasn't better. It wasn't better.
It wasn't, but it was hotter. Nelly was a hotter rapper than Jay-Z at the time. It's the truth.
Well, Nelly had
going to
more
college-
club bangers.
No, say it again. Well, I mean, 'cause
Nelly-
that's what hot is.
Yeah, because everybody had.
That's what hot is.
Getting hot in here.
That was
Oh,
huge.
okay. That could go either way because I was in college at SIU. This is like 3 or 4 hours away from St. Louis. Okay,
Yeah.
so we was like in the heart of that shit. And okay,
How you
Nelly
3 or
was
4
that-
hours away from St. Louis and you was in the heart of some shit?
I'm just saying, like, as far as like, there was a lot of people that went that was from like that area that went
Sure.
to my school.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like, I mean,
You
and,
can find
we
me
would
in
go up
St.
there every now and then too. We
Louis.
would go up there and kick it. So it's like, yes, I mean, Nelly, that album was a banger. It was like it had hits on there, people playing in the club and all that. I guess from my perspective, it was 2 different things, right? One was bigger lyrically, like passionately, and the other was like stadium type of big.
I feel
right?
like you are completely incapable of objectifying your opinion beyond what I don't like Nelly more than I like Jay-Z. But I can objectively say that, yeah, Nelly was definitely hotter when he came out. You just can't fucking do that, can you, Chris?
Because
It's so
you
hard for
got it. You got it. No one's going to ever say, what's up, Nay?
In between Jay-Z and Nelly, I liked LL Cool J. Did you guys know he passed away?
Who?
What?
Yeah,
Who?
LL Cool J passed away.
When?
What the
When?
fuck are you talking about?
No.
This is a joke and a punchline is going horribly bad.
No.
Yeah.
We'll talk about it next week, but
No.
LL
you
Cool
guys
J
know
did
about
not
this?
pass
I
away.
just seen him on, I
he
just seen him on the
passed
podcast.
away.
He's still alive. He's just
No.
right here.
What are you talking
He
about?
passed away.
Jod Tame Smith. James
Are you
Todd
high, Nay?
Smith. Yeah,
You might be
no.
talking about somebody
wish.
else.
Why would you think that LL Cool J passed away?
He's very
Passed
alive.
away.
He's alive. Trust me. If Jay-Z, if he passed away, it would
Did
be.
I get hit by a Facebook scam?
Yeah, I think
I
you did.
think so.
Yeah, you got scammed, fam. Like, trust me. You would know if LL Cool J passed away. It would be very
Guys, I was
prevalent.
crying for no reason.
Yeah, you cried
Oh,
for no
man.
reason.
Oh,
Yeah,
my
he was-
Lord.
he was-
That's
Dangerous Minds.
That's a Coolio.
What the-
Oh, Julia.
Yeah.
Everybody,
Oh,
thanks for
that's like
tuning in
Stacey
this
Dash.
week to the Commonwealth podcast.
Too many L's.
It's been great.
Yo.
It's been a show.
Hey,
Damn,
man.
Oh yeah, that
this was
good.
down bad.
Down.
This was
bad.
down bad. We're definitely gonna take time to come back a little fresher next week. Tune in next time when we kill
Who
off
was it,
another
Julio?
legendary rapper.
Kanye.
Lord
Don't
Jesus.
Don't forget tonight,
Hearts.
the watch party.
Oh my God.
Till next time, guys.
Oh,
Oh.
Thanks for tuning in. God
Rest in
bless you.
peace, man.
Thanks for coming out. God bless you. Good night.
Peace, man. We fuck with y'all. I holla.